Alright, hey, welcome to the channel, www.topfunretrotoys3d.com, for all of your action figure accessory needs. So click like, subscribe, enjoy the talk. So we're going to review General Hawk. So, like many people, I was very excited about this figure. General Hawk was probably one of my favorites. Growing up as a kid, he sort of had that 82nd Airborne, 101st Airborne, World War II, Captain Sobel, leather jacket vibe. And this figure did not disappoint. A lot of really cool accessories. Very happy with the figure. Take a look at the packaging. We've got somebody flying around up there with him. He's leading his Joes into battle. And you see he comes with a helmet, 2 pistols, some kind of weird laser rifle. Looks like some various goggles, and nearly correct M2 Benelli, and we'll talk about that as well. So let's see what's inside. So very cool insert. He's yelling commands or something, but pretty neat, I suppose. I generally just toss these. I don't really do much with them. And I did save the little footlocker. I didn't realize what a long name this dude had. General Clayton Hawk Abernathy. So, for namesake. Alright, so let's talk about the figure. And the joints a little stiff, but that's okay. I guess it's better than being loose and like all broken. But some of these, you really have to like bend them. We'll get some close-ups. So he's wearing his bomber jacket with his medals. Even though he's a 1-star general, as evident on his helmet, he's still wearing what looks like a colonel. That's a Colonel Eagle. Maybe he just liked being colonel a lot, and maybe he gets busted down to do something he's not supposed to do on the weekend, and maybe have to trade the star back for the old Eagle. But there he is. He's got a flag, subdued flag. He's got a Yo Joe, and actually you can see the little cup thing here is like sort of wiggling. Really, that's interesting. I mean, that thing is going bonkers. See that? So I don't know if that's a really big deal, but I mean that thing is kind of has a mind of its own. And he's got the cross-draw holster, just like the original Real American Hero figure. And oh yeah, here we go. His belt buckle is also a Colonel Eagle. I don't know. I mean, it looks cool, but you think if you got promoted to General, which is a pretty big promotion to go from 06 to General, whatever. So he comes with some guns, several guns, and we'll get into those. So I'm not sure what this is. This might be one of the original, based off the comic book weapon. I don't know. It's big, it's bulky. It has a sling, which I guess kind of slings. Kind of slings alright, I suppose. Down like that. Typically, generals don't carry what looks like some kind of 40mm launcher that was then Star Wars-ified to look like a laser blaster. Now, the Benelli is pretty cool. I've complained for some time now about the Hasbro weapons not being realistic, and that is a pretty solid representation of a Benelli M2 autoloader. You can see the sling swivel, even the sort of the markings or indentations on the foregrip are fairly accurate. You can see the bolt where you would chamber around, or actually where you would shut it. I'm not very good with shotguns, so yeah, you can see the ejection port. Your shells would eject out of. Oh yeah, and it's got the feed paws down there. You could load up your rounds. So that's pretty cool that they went to at least a length to get some accurate weapons in this guy's hand. So speaking of realistic weapons, here is a XM177 Echo 2. So a lot of detail went into modeling this, and it's available at www.topfunretrotoys3d.com. We've got a ton of weapons up there right now. AKs, I've got Mini 14, AC556, a whole line of the retro rifles, hence retro in the name. But cruise on over to the website, use the code IGOT5 on it, and I'm going to put that on the screen. Use that code for $5 off your next order. And now this pistol, this appears to be, and it has an extended magazine, some sort of SIG. It's contoured, kind of like a 226 maybe. It's not too bad. It's certainly better than that High Point looking stuff they were making earlier on. And then he has some sort of tricked out 1911, and it even has, I don't know if we can see that. I'll try to get the camera to zoom properly. It actually has a star engraved on the pistol grip there. Some sort of compensator up front, but the serrations and overall contour, the fact it has that it looks like it might have a hammer, I could believe that's probably like a tricked out 1911 race gun. I did read an article, not that long ago, is about the final days of the U.S. forces in Afghanistan, and one of the generals there had like a tricked out Glock or something. So when you're a general, you can kind of do what you want, or at least you think you can. The face sculpt is really cool. I really like the face sculpt, the wisp of gray hair. The jacket's really nice. And the more I look at it, the more I like it. I really like the way the collar is. The subdued patches are really cool. And he has a pretty neat sort of camo, subtle, this little subtle camo pattern on his pants. The boots are cool. They don't have those weird shin guard things that the earlier figures do or did, but it goes together very, very well. Very well. Oh, and here's his helmet with goggles. Oh, and we see the, I'll move this here. So here's his helmet without the goggles. You can see he's got his one gold star. So and the helmet is, it's got some battle damage on it. It looks like sort of dents and scratches. It looks like a patch maybe. Should probably get a new helmet, bud. But it's really cool. I like this. I like the level of detail that went into it. So they certainly stayed true to the Real American Hero original figure that came out. And they made some modern updates, which is very cool. But they really did keep the spirit of this figure alive, and all of the accessories in the jacket, in the helmet. Does not disappoint. I'm very, very pleased with this figure. In fact, it's probably one of my favorites. Thanks for watching.